Hey there, Sunbird Nation. Let's do a PSA on flex plates. While I had the transmission out of the Sunbird, I was going to change the starter and the flywheel because on occasion my starter grinds. I don't know if the drive is weak and it beat up the teeth in this thing. So I have an old flywheel off my Sunbird, a flex plate technically, off the original engine of my Sunbird. But I bought a new one from O'Reilly's. I looked it up on Rock Auto. It's a Pioneer number that I'll tell you in a minute. And I figured, I'd give this one a whirl. One thing that kind of made me weary right off the bat is the teeth. The teeth on this one are straight across and they're thinner than the stock ones. I'll compare them in a minute. But I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a whirl. I'll put the flywheel, flex plate on, I'll put the starter in, I'll test run it a few times, make sure it cranks this thing over for the trannies back in it. And when I'm trying to bolt it up, I can't get it to go on. If you've ever done a flex plate before, you know that typically the manufacturers stagger the bolt holes so they only go on one way. It's probably for balance. If you look right here, that's pretty much lined up. If you go to the next one, where is it? The next one, you can see that, they're all askew. The next one to that is at least one that's off. This one's way off, and down the line, until you find the one that lines up. So I got the one that appears to be the only one where it lines up, and I cannot get the bolts to go in. I'll show you. I'm doing it one-handed now, but I can't get the bolts to go in. They won't start. They physically fit in the flex plate. You can see balls. It's in the hole. I test fit that before I put it on the crank. It does fit in the hole, but it will not go through the hole and through the crank at the same time. Here's something else I don't like. Watch this. Gonk. Seriously?
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
That's supposed to be a snug fit. Yikes. So let me bring it to the bench now, and I'll show you the stock flex plate. You can compare them. So this is a stock one out of my Sunbird. This is a 1987 flex plate. You can see they're functionally the same. This one is dirty, of course. The dish appears to be about the same. The center hole, just eyeballing it, you can see it looks smaller. The bolt holes are the same. And the bolt drops in. Bolt drops in. Oh, surprise, I'm a liar. I thought I test fit these already. No, it doesn't fit. You can jam it through. So there's part of the problem right there. Yeah, the bolt doesn't really want to go through. It's almost like it's a standard drilled hole and a metric bolt. But it's this fit to the crank that's throwing me off. The other thing is the teeth. Look at the teeth. You can see the stock ones. They have a 45-degree bevel on them, which at first blush looks weird because that is the side that the starter engages on, I think. Yeah, it goes on this way. Yeah. No, I'm wrong. I get it backwards. So the starter gauge is there. So you're losing half the teeth for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Some Euro crap. It makes sense to them, I guess. And this one, the teeth are straight across. So you're losing some contact area, but realistically, if you look at it, you're not getting all of it with the bevel teeth anyway. So it's probably no consequence, but it's noteworthy. So this one is it's a Pioneer, which is a good name in parts. It's an FRA 155, and it don't fit. So let's take this stock one that has been sitting on my 110,000 or so mile 2-liter in my basement for a long time. Let's put this fucker up there. Right off the bat, you can feel the fit on the crank. It's snug. There's no looseness. I can already tell you how this story's ending, but let's see how the bolt holes line up. Still askew. Problem with my camera screen. All right, there's still askew. Let's keep going. Still askew. We gotta find the one that makes it fit. One more time. It's like Wheel of Fortune, Nope. Come on, Vanna, line me up. There we go. All right, so look at that. It falls right in. We got another flywheel bolt. It's a flex plate. A flywheel is for standard transmission. I'm sure someone's gonna watch this video and say, you keep saying flywheel, it's flex plate. A lot of people like to break my balls in the comments, which is great. Make sure you do it right in your YouTube videos. All right, so the bolts fit. It does not move. It's tight as a drum. So I'm gonna go with this guy. I got a brand new starter over there. I'll make sure it works. I got a drive and I got a solenoid for my old one. I can do a quick refurb on that guy because it spins fine 95% of the time. Once in a while, the teeth grind. So I'm assuming that it's not kicking the drive out correctly. But I did a little damage to the teeth. I mean, they're not obliterated, but they weren't enjoying some of the engagement. Here you can see mostly it's good, but these are a little beat up. There's one spot gave me pause. Yeah, that one. It's probably fine, but you know, I gotta dress them back out with a file. But that'll be a spare. I got this good used one. No reason not to use it. So that's the story. I will torque this thing on there correctly, and then we'll get back to doing the transmission swap. I mean, it's out. The linkage is definitely messed up. I don't know how I missed it before, unless it just happened as I was setting up the shifter. But you know, this park. I mean, right off the bat, you can feel something feels right there. It moves. You see it? It's like a dead spot right there. It's almost like it's slipping on the shaft inside. And there's reverse and neutral, and then drive, and then two, and then one. And when you come back, right there, you can feel it. It's like a dead spot. So I'm assuming inside the guts there is slipping on the shaft. There's a nail you stick in that locks them together, and then there's a D-shaped portion. But yeah, when you get to park, you get an extra little 1/4 inch of dead play, and it's right there. You see it? Boom, boom. It's not doing anything. So I'll take it apart, see what's wrong with it. I mean, it's inside here. You gotta pull this off, you gotta pull this off, and it's inside here. That's why I don't want to do it in the car. I could do it in the bench, throw it back in, but I got that rebuilt one. I want to see if it works, see if it shifts better than this one. And let's, you know, pray to God and baby Jesus, as I always say, that this thing is 100%. So we'll see, and I'll fix this one, and that's my spare. So, all right, let me get this thing buttoned up and see what happens next. But I just thought that was noteworthy. So bottom line is, if you buy a new Pioneer flex plate, you better check it out carefully. I don't think I'm going to use that thing because the center hole is too big. It's swimming on the crank flange, and you can't have that. How do you know where center it is? So beware, I guess is what I should say. Beware. So, all right, thanks for watching. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.